Jesus heals a deaf and mute man. We are in Mark chapter 7, verse 31. Then Jesus left the vicinity of Tyre and went through Sidon, down to the Sea of Galilee and into the region of the Decapolis. There some people brought to him a man who was deaf and could barely talk, and they begged Jesus to place his hand on this man. After Jesus took him aside away from the crowd, Jesus put his fingers in the man's ears. Then he spit and touched the man's tongue. He looked up to heaven, and with a deep sigh he said, "Be opened." At this the man's ears were open, and his tongue was loosed and began to speak plainly. Jesus commanded them not to tell anyone about this, but the more he did so, the more they kept talking about it. The people were overwhelmed with amazement at this. "He has done everything well," they said. "He even makes the deaf hear and the mute speak." That was one of the prophecies about what the Messiah would do when it was back in Isaiah. He's going to make the deaf hear and the mute speak and the blind see and the lame walk. The Messiah would, and Jesus is fulfilling this. So that's the end of chapter 7 in Mark. Now we're going into chapter 8 in Mark. Jesus feeds the 4,000. During